Alright guys and gals, figured I'd do a little update while driving. Everybody's kind of been wondering what's going on. So, figured I'd do a little video while driving to the bank. Been dealing with the bank, possibly getting some new pieces of equipment to add to the farm. So those are in the works right now, so stay tuned for videos and updates of any new purchases to the farm. I don't want to really say what it is. I would rather wait until the pieces of equipment show up, discuss some more at that time, and like I say, right now it's just in the works, dealing with the bank and looking at different pieces of equipment, whatever. But calving season is rolling right along. My last heifer calved last night. She did calve on her own. When I checked them an hour or two earlier, she didn't show signs that she was really going to calve last night. And when I went out to do my night check before I went to bed last night, she had a heifer calf on the ground. So that puts us up to 26 cows and heifers. So my goal was to be, my hopes were to be up to 25 females this year, and we have surpassed that. We're at 26 now. So the herd's building back up. Waiting on those last two cows to calve. Bianca is really close. I don't know what she's waiting for. 38. She's going to be farther off. I'm guessing she's at least a month off yet. So she's going to be my tail ender this year, I'm guessing. So that's what's up with calving season. I'll try and throw a picture of that new calf and her mom either in this video, or it'll be the thumbnail for this video. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Just waiting on two more now, and kind of just waiting on the weather to straighten out here. We have plenty of snow, so it's really hard to get out in the woods to do anything. And I don't know if I'm doing any maple syrup this year or not, just because there's enough other stuff going on, and with calving and so much snow, it's just, I don't know. And I have a lot of syrup left over from last year, so I don't know if I'm going to do any syrup this year or not. But as soon as this white stuff leaves and the frost is out of the ground, I am hoping to get started on these building projects. So that washroom, I call it the washroom, office, whatever, that front part of the shop, I want to get working on that. So that's that part. We're going to make it go from 12 to 16 by 24. So I'd like to get working on that as soon as possible. And if I was at home, I would show you one of the biggest reasons why I want to redo this, where my cattle shed roof and that washroom roof line meet. It makes a big snow dam up there, and it just holds snow, and there's still, I bet you there's a 3-foot drift on top of the shed that's solid ice now. So I get working on that project as soon as the ground thaws out, and then we are going to get working on adding 20 more feet to the length of the cow's lean-to, and that will put that at 60 feet off the back of the shed. And then I would like to get the posts and everything all set to add 60 feet to the north side of that, which I want to put bedding in for now. And if we continue to grow the herd, eventually I'm going to need more shed space, so that north 60-foot part will get added to the cattle shed part of it, and I should have a lot more room for cows. So that's kind of my goal for this spring, anyhow. We'll see what actually materializes, but that is the plan. and I have a pile of steel there that there's enough steel to do the washroom addition and the 24 feet for the cows addition, and then I'd have 2 sheets left over. So really I'd have to go down and buy 18 more sheets, I believe it is, to do that 60-foot north addition. So that's probably what's going to happen. I figured I needed like $800 more steel. So, and then my used steel that comes off the roof from the washroom, that I'm going to use to close off the north side of this cowshed addition. There won't be enough steel there to close it all off, but it'll be a good start. Being it's going to be a sidewall, I don't really feel that I need all new steel for that. Granted, the nailers aren't going to line up with where the purlins were on the roof, so there'll be some pinholes in the steel, but I don't really care. It's going to be on the side. It's basically just going to be for a windbreak anyways, so keep the snow out. But anyhow, that's the plan for this spring. Let's see, hopefully have some more pieces of equipment coming. One piece of equipment that I'm looking at will be basically purchased for me to use, and I am hoping to turn it into a business for doing custom work for other people. We'll see. Biggest thing is it's going to save me, or what the payments would be on it, or what I am looking to, what it's going to cost me to do my own stuff this year. So even if I don't do custom work, just in doing my own to make the payment on it. So we'll see what happens with that deal. Otherwise, as of right now, as soon as I get to the woods, we plan on dropping a bunch more trees and hopefully cut the log length, get them out to the field or whatever, get them stacked up, get grass seed planted, or spread out, so hopefully we get grass growing on that hillside. I haven't decided if back behind the house, the pasture on the hill behind the house, I don't know. I had thought about refencing that back to the property edge, the back property line. Kind of how I had it fenced and I tore it down last spring, but I want to move it over a little bit closer to the woods. I think that field that was corn silage last year is going to be oats this year, the back half of it. Then the front couple acres is going to be winter rye. I really want straw for bedding. I like corn stalks. I'm still going to make corn stalks, but I want a bunch of straw again, and I'd really like to get some oats for my creep feeder for the calves and winter rye seed for cover crop seed, because this fall I am really hoping to get everything planted with a cover crop that either had corn or beans on it, and probably my oat ground is going to have winter rye planted on as well. So hopefully I can get all them planted and then make all, cut all them next spring for winter rye baleage. The cows are just, they devour them bales. They love them. So I'm going to try and get more winter rye planted this fall so we have more to cut for baleage next year. So I don't know if I'm going to do that fencing this fall or not, or this spring or not. It might wait till fall, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. I might just throw up some posts in certain spots after I'm done planting, when I get it laid out. And then that little field that's in the dip back there on the property line between the hill pasture and the backwoods, there's just a little sliver, like an 1.5 acre triangle piece of woods. I might just get posts set there. So after the winter rye, well, really after I cut a cutting or two of hay off that front field, I could always throw up polywire fence to get the cows out on that hay ground if I have to. And then after the winter rye and the oats are combined off, I'm going to get a grazing crop, cover crop mix planted right away so we can get the cows out on and start grazing cropland. So I don't know if I'm going to do that fence or if I'm going to wait and try the whole getting the oats and everything off right away, then grazing it. It's to be determined on that yet. But the north woods where we have been cutting, I kind of want to get that little 3-acre field on the north side of it by the property line fenced out, so I can have that little 3-acre field for hay. And then worst come to worst, I can always throw a poly wire up on the one end and let the cows graze that hay off, like 3rd cutting or 4th cutting, whatever. So that's just a little what's going on, just a lot of thinking, trying to make plans, decisions on what to do. So, but I do have the rental ground for 1 more year at least, hopefully 2, so there will be beans over there again this year. And then my field on the corner is going to be beans again 1 more year. I don't know if those are going to be the only 2 bean fields, or if I'm going to plant some more beans behind the house or not, I don't know. But anyhow, that's a little update. In the process of purchasing some more equipment for the farm. Calving is nearing an end, just waiting on 2 more cows. So, waiting for the snow to melt so we can get back out in the woods and make more progress out there. But anyhow, hope you all are having a great day. And hopefully the weather is nice where you're at. It's plenty cold here. We're up to 17 degrees now this morning. It started out at 8, so it's getting better. We're going in the right direction anyhow. So, yeah. And then, one more thing before we're done here, because I always like to return favors. My buddy at DLK Hay gave me a shout out in his video yesterday, I do believe. So I am going to return the favor. And if none of you have heard of, or if any of you have not heard of DLK Hay, go check out his channel. He's in northern Alberta, Canada. He's into the custom hay business, rebaling, hay, straw, all that good stuff. He's got quite the operation going there, so it's actually very interesting to watch and keep up with what they have going on. So, like I say, if you have not heard of DLK Hay, go check him out. So give him a subscription, check out the videos, give him a thumbs up, comment, do all that fun stuff. So yeah, anyhow, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and as always, I will catch you on the next one.